camera. So today's been good. We made a conscious effort not to drink a lot last night, so we woke up feeling really fresh and I've had a productive day. Now we're just going to take a ton of clothes to Goodwill and do our grocery shopping, which I will vlog because I had a couple of requests for that. And then we're going to come back, continue with some like house chores like the wardrobe, and then do some work like planning. We always plan a Sunday how the rest of the week's going to look and talk about our goals and things, so we'll try and vlog a little bit of that. The Facebook party was actually so much fun though. So they turned the whole, it was like a huge place, it must have held like 5,000 people, and they turned it into New York, Brazil, Cuba and China. And then so you just like wandered through, and in each different section you were like completely immersed in that culture. So in New York they had a massive stage where the performance was, and behind it you could see like the subway trains running. They had like subway stations around the venue, pizza stores, awesome subway bar, like it was just really cool. And then in China they had dim sum bar, they had a noodle house, they had a place where you could go in and get your picture taken with green screens in like different places in China. And in Brazil they had amazing music, of course, some great food, more photo opportunities. And in Cuba you could drive like an old-fashioned Cuban car and like have a picture taken with that. They had really good food. It was just so much fun, and it was the first time me and Stephen had actually been to a corporate Christmas party. Because obviously I've always worked for myself, and Stephen's only been with Facebook for just over a year now, maybe come up a year and a half. But yeah, it was like an amazing experience, and we both just absolutely loved it, and I got to meet some people that he works with, so that was really nice. But yeah, so much fun.
Water is trickling slowly from the fridge. Must resolve.
He loves submitting work orders. That's definitely like his role. You know when I said we had a lot of stuff to take to Goodwill? So this is just a little bit of it. We can't physically get any more in the car because it's just piled like all the way to the back. We must have like 17 bags full. But here's an interesting fact. So there must be about 10k worth of stuff here, right? You actually can claim this back on your tax. So that's not why we're doing it, obviously donating a charity, but it's a really good reason that you should, when you've cleared stuff out, definitely take it. And you should use that tax benefit if you can. I don't know if it applies in like all countries, but it does here. This is what we get from the fresh aisle. Grapes, spinach, basil, tomatoes, garlic, shallots, avocados, and there's no ginger. So I'm ready to have like a breakdown. I cannot do my week without ginger. Oh well. Into the standard red lentil, obviously. Stephen wants to try this kind of cake thing. More coconut milk for curry. Then we stocked up on some chips and salsa and refried black beans for when we have company over.
Just the right one.
Important purchases. This Chardonnay is actually absolutely delicious as well. We love this one. Trader Joe's is the bloody best. Chicken cheese, dark chocolate, orange. These salads we always mix together and they are so good. And some kale pesto. I think we are nearly done. In and out within like half an hour. I ordered this calendar for myself to see whether it was a good gift to be buying people for presents for Christmas, because obviously you should always just test it out first and buy yourself gifts. But it actually looks really good, so I will give you my verdict, but so far so good. Organic tomatoes on the vine. Organic tomatoes on the vine for dinner. So we're just sitting down now to have a finance meeting. So we actually try and do this we're trying to get everything like in order, but we're going to do this quite frequently. Like, we know that something married couples can argue about is finance, and we never want that to be us. So we sit down and just get everything out there and like decide the best way to proceed with finances. And I think we're doing a really good job, aren't we?
Yeah, a lot of lessons learned, but we're doing really good at it, I think.
Yeah. And our financial advisor, Blake, has been incredible with us so far.
We love you, Jake. Jake, I said Jake, his name's Blake.
Clearly
Blake.
Stephen doesn't. Yeah, Blake's awesome. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's really nice to have that chat where you can just get everything out and get super organized and find out the most efficient way to do things, so that finance is never ever an issue. So that's what we're gonna do right now for the next hour. So we're just about to sign off now. We've had such a productive weekend, I feel like.
We have. It was really good.
Yeah, we've done so much. Tonight we just did the finance thing, and then both caught up on a lot and kind of set goals for the next week and plan things out. And then I was thinking it might be interesting to chat about a conversation we had over breakfast this morning. So we were talking, so basically I was thinking about when I was setting goals for 2018, and something I've noticed myself doing is when I'm thinking about like what's possible, I'm kind of thinking about three things. So like what I want to achieve, what I've seen is possible to achieve from like my past experience, and then the third thing is like what I've seen other people experience. And that's kind of helped me shape, I would call, sensible goals for next year. And then this morning I was just sitting and I just thought to myself, after reading an article, why am I setting such a limiting goals? Like, what is it that's stopping me from like thinking big and like dreaming bigger?
I recall that as well when I was basically trying to set my own goal previously at work.
Yeah.
I confined myself to thinking about what I believed was possible given what we've achieved over the last 6 months, rather than reframing it saying, what do I want to achieve? In the sense of, where do I want us to be in 12 months time? And how am I going to get there? And what do I need to get there? And I found that really, really constructive, because it ended up me asking and expecting 10 times more than I was currently envisioning we would get when we were going through this process at work. And I found that a really powerful way to do it, because it resulted in us asking for a lot more resources. It made people on the team get more excited about the vision and belief, because they're like, wow, that's crazy, that's very aspirational, but it would be really meaningful if we got that. And the net is that we got more resources, and we're now well on track to doing something much bigger than we envisaged 6 months ago.
I find that so interesting. It is like such a mindset thing, and I don't know, I always like, I'm so conscious of the way I think, and I'm always like, mindset's so important, and just realizing that had been something that I just hadn't thought about at all. Do you think the change that you've had in your mindset over that has like just changed the way you think of what you can achieve?
Oh, definitely. Like personally and professionally, it's the same thing for me. Do I believe that I could run like 3 miles a week, or 3 miles a day, or 2 miles a day? Yeah, of course. I think I'm at 2 miles now, so that'd be achievable. But why don't I shoot my benchmark a little higher? And then if I do that, I'll actually probably see more progress as I push myself and find out what I'm capable of quicker.
Yeah. Okay, let's set a challenge then. I think this week we should all think about like what limiting beliefs we have and where they come from. I think actually like a good exercise is if you, and I always think about this because you have so much like confidence in me and like so much belief in me, and like I think if you like think about seeing yourself through the lens of someone that admires you and has all that self-belief in you, actually they don't see all of that like negative self-talk, they don't see all of those like limiting beliefs you put on yourself, they just see like potential. And so I wonder if it's like a good exercise to think, what would this person think I'm capable of, and like what beliefs do I have that's holding me back from that, because I know that's a powerful thing for me when I'm like when I just like doubt myself, or like something will happen and knock my confidence, and then I just think, no, because I think when people say to me, I really believe in you, and I'm like, they see me doing much more than I think I'm capable of right now in this moment. Like stepping back and like outside of yourself, I think is so important. And if you can like train yourself to do it by just thinking, maybe how does this person see me? Like maybe like make a list of like things they think. Maybe that's a good task for me.
One thing I found really powerful as well is when you do set your goal and you decide this is where I want to be, is coming like back out again rather than just getting fixated on that goal. Like, could I do that goal any quicker or sooner? What's stopping me actually achieving that?
That's so good.
We found that really powerful when we were working. Is it starts to help you reframe like why you arrived at that goal, because it does, again, from the resources perspective. I can only do X because I have Y.
Yeah.
But if you set your goal, it's something very ambitious, often you'll find yourself finding a way to make that actually happen.
That's so true. So thinking about your goals that you set for like the next 12 months and saying, what will it take to do this in 6 months?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, even if you don't hit it, like what have you lost? I think that's like, it's not like you're not actually losing anything. The best outcome is that you actually hit them.
It was a productive little conversation before bedtime.
It was. Yeah, we're literally heading straight to bed now. Yep. I'm exhausted.
Put a dishwasher on, babe, it's all done.
Okay, well, yeah, I think I would love to hear your comments about how you set goals and like how you dream bigger and reframe your mind for that. I think it'll be a really powerful conversation for us to have, and I'd love to share some of them on Instagram and hopefully inspire some people to like really like move the bar when setting goals 2018. But thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you could subscribe, and please leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, and yeah, good night.
Dream big.